What's going on, guys? My name's Kinetic Kid, and welcome to a new New York Mets video. Forgot to press go freaking unmute on my mic because I had my mic muted. I don't know why I keep my mic muted. I gotta stop doing that because it pisses me off whenever I screw up and do stuff like this. But basically, we sim to June 1st, where we face the Cubs. I'm gonna let the in-game announcers announce the game for you. Kind of sucks what happened. We did make a trade, which I'll go over later. But we traded away Yuri's Familia, AJ Ramos, and a potential starter for a potential starter with a 99 velo. And we also signed Drew Storen and Tony Zych. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of the Mets franchise. Sadly, I can't, commentate over this because I pretty much lost my voice when commentating for this. It kind of sucks, but I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay at least. It's very interesting. This might be a skippable episode, to be fair, but I honestly just can't do anything about it, and it kind of sucks. But I hope I see you guys in a little bit. Just try to watch the video and try to not be bored. I'm honestly sorry. I wish this didn't happen.
In Flushing, Queens, welcome to Major League Baseball on MLB Network. It's the first game in the month of June between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. The Mets have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Striding in, Javier Baez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Slapped hard the opposite way, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond.
And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Jose Quintana is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
There's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another full count offering on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the 1st after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Next for the Mets, Wilmer Flores. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. 2 balls and a strike. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
The 3-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. 1-1, here it is. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Hayward. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. He played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
And that at bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that's off the left field wall.
It's a nice job by the batter right there, able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
In now, Wilson Contreras. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher. The 2-2. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And now this is bobbled in left. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired.
He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
The pitcher, number 62.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Cespedes is there. Let's see if they try it. And the throw comes in, and all 3 runners are forced to hold on with 1 away now.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
Here's Addison Russell. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Javier Baez. He singled his last time up. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
He's got a chance to ring up back-to-back Ks here, and that would be huge in this situation.
In the air to straightaway right. Cespedes on the move. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 1 and the Mets nothing. Into the box now, Ryan Schimpf. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Payoff pitch home. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Here now the 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
As we take another look here, you can see it's a 2-seam fastball running away from him at the plate. So he does this smart thing, not trying to pull it or just rolling over it, just goes with it and has enough juice on it to drive it for a double.
Stepping in, Michael Conforto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's in the dirt. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Schwarber is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting eighth.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Runner in scoring position with Chicago.
No.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Hit out towards second. Baez ranging to his right, and he'll turn and try the jump throw to first. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Hayward, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Ground ball left side. Frazier's up with it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. Ready for another chance? Kyle Schwarber. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Hard hit ball to second, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
You just sensed it was coming with the heaviness of the rain, and all the radar maps that we're seeing online lead us to believe this will be at least an hour.
Matt, this has the makings of we're going to see 2 different pitchers come out after this delay. The conditions are bad. It looks like this rain is going to be around for a while. I'd be a bit surprised if either of these pitchers come back out.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Still even at 2-2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Cespedes is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So here's the Kevin Plawecki will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 26, Kevin Plawecki.
2-1. The 2-1 on its way. A bouncer to the left side, gloved by Russell. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Mets.
Here's Michael Saunders now.
Michael Saunders.
The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. to the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Chopper right side of the infield. Rizzo is there, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
The batter, number 4.
Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
This one's flared out toward left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. Swinging a ground ball to third. And he'll tag the runner coming by, at least make him throw it. And the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Jason Vargas answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't.
Number 40, Jason Vargas.
Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rizzo. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 55, Tony Dick.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Cespedes. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second.
Digging in and looking for more, Wilson Contreras. He doubled his last time through. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Albert Almora come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Albert Almora.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Up next for the Cubs.
Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs stranded. Brian Gunzing is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Brian.
Ahmed Rosario is up off.
Number 1, Ahmed Rosario.
And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Here's Michael Saunders now. Lifetime against Brian Dunsing. He's 1 for 5. The 2-1. Here's a high pop-up. Bryant is there, and he's got it for the first out.
The batter number 4, shortstop.
Digging in once again, Wilmer Flores. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. He's in at second safely as a run is also in, and with it they take the lead.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We've played 8 full. It's the Mets 2 and the Cubs 1.
Your attention, please. Now
Save situation coming up now as they'll hand the ball over to the right-hander Drew Storen to try to get the final 3 out. Javier Baez will be the one leading things off as they go to work against Drew Storen.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
The 1-2 is a sinker that misses for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. Flores is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Now the 2-1. And it's fouled away. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That's lifted the other way out to left. Flores ranging into the outfield. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Here's Chris Bryant now. Lifetime against Drew Storen. He's 0 for 4. Too high. 1-2. The 1-2. Oh, and that liner caught him. So gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Riding in once again, Kyle Schwarber. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Cubs are down to their final strike here. Sinker, 3-2 now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
You could just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Metropolitans came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tony Zitch gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Drew Storen earns the save out of the bullpen, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
They left 6 men on base. For the Cubs, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 17 men on base. Simon Walton, 2 hours and 34 minutes. Tonight's state attendance at City Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.